popping out in his last at-bat. And right into the shift. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
Tulowitzki is up with it. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi as he sends it on the ground to first. Tulowitzki for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Backhanded. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. And it remains a 3-2. Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Bradley on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Miguel Andujar.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Sanchez leads off first with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the power bat of Luke Voigt. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this. Digging in once again, Rafael Devers. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Rafael Devers.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And it's gone as they add still another.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Your attention, please.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So we'll leave after 6 rather nondescript innings of work as he stands to be the loser in this one. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Bradley
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Tarpley features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement.
4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Ready now, Christian Vasquez. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Standing in now, Mookie Betts. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-2 Boston. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like the pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Troy Tulowitzki is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he fouls this one off. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Fouled away. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 home. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, this is an unbelievable at bat. I mean, talk about a battle. This is it. Love it.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Mitch Moreland.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Now batting, designated
J.D. Martinez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. No balls and a strike to count. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game. And that
swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 2.
Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches and some big.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. The Red Sox tack on one more. At the plate, Aaron Judge. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Popped him up. Moreland over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away. Now to the plate, Brett Gardner. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 once more. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Adam Ottavino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Ottavino.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
In now, Brock Holt.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, the center fielder.
Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the... Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
So striding forward now, Miguel Andujar. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Devers is there. He's got it 1 away. In now, Luke Voigt. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Voigt.
The 0-1 on its way. Swings through it for strike number 2. Stanton, base runner at first with 1 out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And that's through for a hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. 1 and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And he delivers in the pinch as this will plate 1 and possibly 2. And he's safe. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at 2nd, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the 1st inning.